Hi there everyone, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.com. Thank you so much for joining me again today for another card making tutorial. And we're going to do something really super simple with the watercolour shapes to build up a bit of a background there. And I'm using sentiments from this stamp set called Best Year, which is super flexible. And you've got everything in here. So birthdays, just thinking of you, a bit something for the guys as well, and some thanks as well. So really great flexible set called Best Year. And then we're going to bring in this watercolour shapes to build up this background. Okay, so this one used the basic grey and smoky slate to build up the background, and I put it on a smoky slate card base there, but just brought in some black memento for the sentiment and just pulled it in with those matte black dots. So in true style, we're going to mix it up a bit. We're going to bring in a piece of basic white and some scrap paper. This is actually a bit smaller, so on this card I used one of my full excuse me, full card layers, so that measures 4 by 5 3/4. This one's going to be a bit smaller. It ended up being 5.5 by 3 3/4. Okay, so it's just going to show a bit more of the card base, and we're going to go with purples, so we're going to mix it up a bit by bringing in those shades. So the sample card there I've shown you is, I would say, on the masculine side, and I've used the sort of skinny rectangle to build up that particular background. I actually find this easier to do on the side, sort of on the wonk, if you like. And then this one, I've switched it up for the other rectangle in the set that's a little broader, and you can probably see I'm just going across the page, not in any particular height or anything. I'm just sort of laying those on to fill up a little bit on the background there. And then I'm going to bring in Gorgeous Grape. Just wipe that Highland Heather off the stamp. It is a paler colour, but you know, you don't want to be contaminating your ink pads. And then we're going to fill in between those with this darker colour here, there and everywhere. So it's going to give us a bit of a different look to the other sample. It's just horses for courses. It's about what we prefer. I think the skinnier one gives more scope for some variation. In fact, I might even just show you how it compares. So let's just grab this piece of cardstock. I don't know whether this is the same size. Oh, it is. So let's compare and contrast, shall we? Let's bring out the other one and let's see. So I'm going to bring out a G block, which is the perfect size for this. Okay. And we'll do exactly the same thing. So we'll use the Highland Heather first. Okay. Just to bring in some stuff in the background. Twist it round a bit as well, because there's that sort of faded spot that makes it look watercoloury. It's in a different position. Okay, so that's the Highland Heather. And if we bring in the grape, just to fill in here and there, trying to get them at different heights. So the ones that are next to them makes it look all the more interesting. Bring that one down a bit, I think. Just a bit of something on the edge. So it's all very fun to do and very quick, and just gives you this interesting background. Now I've used all the rectangles there, but there are ovals in there and some circles that you could equally mess about with, do some interesting backgrounds with that too. Entirely up to you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in another card base, I think. Those aren't brights, that's so Highland Heather is one of our subtles. So I'm wondering if I've got another piece of Highland Heather cardstock, which I do. So I quite often will cut both card bases out of the same piece of cardstock, so we can do that for you. So if I'm cutting two, I score first at 5 7/8 of an inch across the middle there, and then do the lengthways at 4 1/8 of an inch. Then this will be just fractionally wider than 4 1/8, so just take that across and just take off that last little bit. Just end up with this little skinny strip that makes all the difference, so it's worth doing. Well, at least I think it is anyway. And then we just fold that away from that score line. If you get any ridges from your blade, you just run them over with a bone folder, they disappear. Okay, so now I've got my two card bases and my two card layers to put on. Got some scrap paper here that I can do my sentiment with. I'm going to use the same sentiment, but we've ended up doing two cards, so let's do it twice. And I'm using the this is basic grey, so I'm going to put that in top and bottom there, and we'll get that die cut using a stitched rectangle. And I hope I've left myself enough room to do that, because it's all on the wonk, which wouldn't normally matter. So just tape that into place, and I'm just going to run that quickly through the die cut machine, and then we'll do the other one. So this is all super simple stuff. Just replace that die over the top. Just looking to try and get it even, top and bottom and side to side with that scripty font. And just rolling that through sort of so the corner of the die goes through first. It just makes it a lot smoother for the machine. So there we have two die cut sentiments there, which will pop up with a couple of dimensionals. Okay, I'm going to grab some white pearls out of my belly drawer, and we've got a Highland Heather Stampin' Up marker, so we can, ooh, squeaky squeaky, add some colour to those. Oh, do you know what else? Oh, I am remiss. I've got some, the pastel pearls are already Highland Heather, and you've got gorgeous grape as well. Let's use these gorgeous grape ones. So you can colour them, and if you compare the two, actually, those look real close. So you can either colour some white ones with the marker, or we have actually got those ones. So, and I think the gorgeous grape ones will be absolutely fab actually. So, construction then. Quick bit of tape on there. these layered up. Like so. This is what I mean, if you mix and match your layers and stuff, it would have been good with another, I think it would have looked good with a grape layer in between, just to make it pop a little bit. Okay, so there's our two cards, cut, scored, sentiment over the top, and then you've got to work out where you're going to put this one, because it's got some interesting levels on there. And then we've got our parts to put on, really nice and quick and easy. Might try the Highland ones on this one. And some great ones in this one, just for some contrast, just to compare. So I want to go there, I think. Okay, Pastel Pearls to the rescue on this one. Just temporarily slipped my mind that those were in purple colours, actually. And there you have it, folks. Two quick and simple cards you can make really, really easily. The original was in the grey tones. So what do you think? How easy are they? And of course the sentiments could be mixed and matched and all that kind of stuff. So loads and loads of versatility with that watercolour shapes stamp set. Loads and loads to do, and some of them coordinate with dies and stuff too, so that's even better. Okay, thanks ever so much. Hope you've liked that as an idea to move forward. Use different colours, do whatever you like, and bring in some of your other sentiment sets as well, and it would look amazing. Thanks ever so much. All the products that I've used today are going to be linked in the description bar. Do check those out. Have a great day, everybody. See you soon. Bye.